Hi, welcome to our scholarship application training. This is lesson number 2 and it will be on research proposal. But before we discuss on research proposal, let us revise our assignment that we were provided with yesterday. I gave you an assignment to go on any source of the information for scholarship, and you were required to download the application form. In the application form, you could at least identify the application window, and then you were required to register first before applying, and after getting the application form, you were required to list the motivation requirements. Now, maybe for someone who was not able to do it, today we have done something for you. We followed the sources of the President Office, good governance, and we were able to download this form. If you can see, it says it gives you the application guidance. This is the Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth Scholarship, but the more interesting part is the statement number 2. This is about development impact and post-study research. In part 1, you are required to describe briefly one challenge or problem in your country that you would like to address. Again, they ask you to explain how will your proposed study help you to contribute towards a solution to this challenge. Also, they want you to say what skills do you expect to gain from the scholarship and how you will use the knowledge and skills gained on award in your local community when you return home. Now, this is one key area that I would like us to discuss today. And if someone went to another source of scholarship, let us assume someone went to the Japanese website. This is a download for the 2021 application form for Japanese government scholarship, and if you scroll down on page 5, there is a section where they say motivation for studying in Japan. Please justify your motivation in the following item. Number 1, what was the trigger for having an interest in Japan? Number 2, why do you choose Japan as a destination to study graduate level education? Number 3, what kinds of things do you think you can contribute to Japan and your home country through your experience of studying in Japan? Now, these are it's just a sample of questions that could be able to meet in any scholarship application you will be doing. For this reason, today we are going to cover some of aspects which you will be covering in your research proposal. So the research proposal intends to describe the problem statement. In the problem statement, we want you to explain what type of problem you want to solve, what causes the problem, what are the effects of such problem, how do you want to fix the problem. I have given you what we call a problem tree analysis, and this problem tree analysis is about increased deaths due to malaria. Imagine there is a problem in your society. The mortality of maybe children before 5 due to malaria might be overwhelming, and this is a big problem you are facing in your society. Now, before you do anything, you have to break this problem down into the things that you think contribute to the increased deaths due to malaria. So, number 1, we think increased mosquito reproduction, spread malaria parasite. If the production is so high, so we think it also increases death. The second reason which might contribute to this is the lack of advanced diagnostic technology. And the third reason that might contribute to increased deaths due to malaria might be inadequate curative medicine. Now, these are intermediate causes to the increased death due to malaria. This is just an example, and I'm not from a medical background. What I'm explaining here might not sound true. is meant for teaching purpose, just an example. So don't take it seriously, but it just gives you some steps which you can follow while trying to establish the problem and how you can propose to solve it. These are intermediate causes, but below it, there are other causes that might contribute to these intermediate causes. For example, what causes mosquito reproduction to increase? There might be availability of forests or ponds for breeding, or lack of use of mosquito net. You can continue to break these causes down. For example, why should people fail to use mosquito nets? It might be due to negative mentality that people have, or it might be due to poverty. If people are poor, they cannot be able to buy mosquito net, and then they get bitten by a lot of mosquito, and malaria spreads, and it causes to an increase in death. So after creating this problem tree analysis, the next thing is now to build what we call an objective tree analysis. If these are problems, you can turn this into a negative perspective. So if you have an increased deaths due to malaria, your objective might be to reduce the deaths due to malaria, and then the intermediate objectives might be to reduce the mosquito reproduction. And because reproduction of mosquito is due to availability of forests and ponds, maybe you can aim to reduce the forests around the inhabitants, or you can decide maybe to increase the use of mosquito net. This will be the objective tree analysis. Then what you have to do at the end of the day, you will have to state what has been done and what remains to be done. For example, you might say, though mosquito nets help to reduce the incidences of malaria, so you propose for a certain way that might be different to what is being practiced. This is how you can come up with an idea that aims to solve a certain socioeconomic problem in your community. As we end this lesson, I will give you a take-home assignment also. You are going to be requested to write down an objective tree analysis for the problem of increased deaths due to malaria. And tomorrow, before we embark on the 30-day lesson, we will do a review on this assignment. Now, maybe to recap what we have discussed today, is that today we covered research proposal. In research proposal, what we focused is that you have to have a problem that you want to solve. This problem, you have to state what problem itself you want to solve, what causes the problem, what are the effects of the problem, and how you want to fix the problem. And as an assignment, I introduce you to a problem tree analysis. I would like you tomorrow to do an objective tree analysis, which intends to solve this problem. Thank you for listening. Bye for today. See you tomorrow. Hi, do you have any questions regarding scholarship application? If you do, please write it to us. You can write an email using our email address info@tanzanitecareer.com, or you can visit our website at www.tanzanitecareer.com, or you can use our mobile application that can be downloaded from Play Store. Its name is TCDS. Stay in touch and let us know any of your concerns. We will try our best to respond